take the fight. Not only because of the steroid thing, it was also, I was not going to be able to be ready at July 29th. I have a full-time job. Fighting for me right now is hobby. I don't live a fight alive. I work 50, sometimes 60 hours a week. I understand that people do not agree with my decision. I understand that people disagree with it very big, but besides people disagreeing, I've been through a lot of shit. People accuse me and have said the most horrible things to me. So I'm not going to lie. Of course, when people say those horrible things to you, it hurts. Yeah, it hurts. And it doesn't only hurt for me, but if I think about the fact that people write to me that I could better commit suicide and I'm not worth living, if people have the guts and think it's okay to write people stuff like that, they can do it with anybody else. And maybe they write it to that one person that just doesn't feel right at that time. God may know what happens to that person or what that person might decide because they're not worth living. I mean, that goes deep. It's not only for me. This involves many other people. How many kids have been bullied, have committed suicide? I mean, I think that's horrible.
It's one step, but it's not a huge step, to be honest, because, obviously, it's a guy named George St. Pierre that's out there talking about still fighting. There's other welterweights, like Nick Diaz, who was, in my opinion, a lineal top 10, top 5 welterweight. There's other fights and things that could make me the greatest welterweight. It's also the way I go out there and fight guys. I can open up a little bit more and let guys have it. I possess all the tools and all the skills and explosiveness and conditioning. Sometimes it's the way that I fight against opponents that can put me in that position. So I think this will be a step forward. It won't be a huge, long jump, but it'll be a step forward. And I'm in it for the long haul, man. I'm not trying to win 2 or 3 fights and get out of this. I'm trying to grow as a champion and, grow into a superstar.
Referee Herb Dean has called an accidental foul. Therefore, this fight is declared a no contest.
With my talks with my management and the UFC, it was we were going to rematch. That's what the game plan was, So it's really a slap in the face. Well, from my side, Eddie's side, and the UFC, we all said that was the plan, and that's what was going to happen. We were just trying to figure out the right date to do it, and then this happened. So really, it's crazy, man. I'm not trying to chase it down and connect the dots for why this happened or all that crap, but it's just, like I said, man, it's a slap in the face,
So listen, here's the thing, George. I mean, as you know, we had the press conference at the start of the year, and then for whatever reason, I'm not sure, well, of course, you had a procedure that you had on your eyes that kind of slowed down your return, and then based upon that, it seems like the UFC didn't want to do the fight. Now, I'm still 100% invested, but I did agree to fight the winner of Whittaker and Yoel. Of course, now Whittaker is out for a while, I mean, we had the press conference. I'm a man of my word. If you want to do this, George, then we can do it towards the end of the year if you're up for it.
Yeah, I can do it. Anytime, I can do it anytime, like I've said that multiple times, anytime after November. After October. November 1st, I could do it. I had an injury, you had an injury, which created the opportunity for another guy, but the other guy, Robert Whittaker, had a bad luck, so he had an injury who put us back, I believe, into the initial situation that we were in. So it's up to Dana White. I text Dana. He knows that I wanted to fight you, and hopefully, if the boss wants, that's the fight gonna happen. I think it's the fans want to see this fight. And for myself, I invest myself a lot into this. And that's why it was frustrating for me when I heard the fight was not going to happen. But like I said, the misfortune of Robert Whittaker, unfortunately, I like him. He's a very nice guy. He got an injury because of his misfortune. Perhaps that put us back right in the initial situation that we were supposed to fight each other, which I hope will happen, hopefully November.
You want to fight me. I want to fight you. The interim champion now is sidelined. I don't see a reason why this shouldn't happen. So fingers crossed, my friend, we get to do this at the end of the year.
Yeah, hopefully it will happen. It's the end of Dana. I hope the boss will want to make the move. We'll see what's going to happen. Exactly.